Good evening, everyone. Welcome to MBA Karo. So, we are going to have a quant marathon before Snap Test 2, and this will help you boost your preparation, some techniques to solve different kind of questions. Okay, so we are going to solve a variety of questions covering the different modules of quant, right? Be it arithmetic, algebra, geometry, modern math, everything we will see in this video. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is the best channel for all MBA entrance examinations, be it big or small. In case you are looking for snap mocks, and especially like if you're targeting snap 3 and your mocks have been exhausted, you can try our mocks. We have good mocks covering a variety of uh, difficult, easy, moderate papers. You can check them out. The link is given in the description of this video. Okay, so let's start with the first question. Question on the profit loss. So it says a man sells an article at a profit of 25%. If he bought it at 15% less and sold it at 168 more than the original selling price, he would have made a profit of 80%. Find the cost price of the article. See, it's your call. You can, like, if you wish, you can take mock test before the exam also in the morning. It's perfectly fine because this is an examination where speed matters. So if you attempt good number of tests, you have the idea that what kind of questions to tackle, which topic you can pick the questions from, which questions you can skip, etc. Okay, so let's see this first question. I mean, you're stuck at this question itself. A profit of 25%, he bought at 15% less. So let us say the cost price, selling price in the two scenarios. Cost price is it's saying that profit of 25%. So original cost price and new. Okay, so selling price is 125x and 15% less. That means 85x. And in this case, 168 more, 125x plus 168. Okay, and what it is given that it is profit of 80%. So into 1.8 times. Okay, so can we say that it is into 1.8 because profit is 80%. Okay, so 85 into 1.8, or you can say 9 by 5 is 153x. 125x plus 168, right? So we get 28x is equal to 168 or x equal to 6. Okay, we need to find the cost price, which is 6 into 100, 600 rupees. Okay, ये तो profit loss percentage based question should have been an easy one. All right, let's see the next question. P varies directly to Q and P varies inversely to the square of R if Q decreases by 44.44% and R decreases by 72.72%. Find approximately what percent P changes. So it is given that P varies directly to Q. So P is directly proportional to Q and P varies inversely to the square of R. What is inversely? Means 1 by R square. Okay, or we can say that P is equal to QR square and some variable, let us say K into Q times R square. Okay, now we are given that Q decreases by 44.44%. So what is 44.44% in terms of percentages? What fractions? Like 4 by 9 and 72.72% is, see, 9.09% is 1 by 11, right? And 11.11% is 1 by 9. So this is 4 by 9 and this is your 8 by 11. Okay. So what it's saying that like P is like this, Q decreases by 44.44%. So Q decreases by 4 by 9. So let us say Q was initially, Q was 9 times of X, right? And R decreases by this. So R was initially a multiple of 11. So R was 11y, right? So what was the original value? P was equal to 9kx uh, and 9x, and this is 11y, so 121 y square. Okay, so that was the value of P. Now what is the new value of P? The new value of P is Q has now become, it has reduced by 4 by 9, so now it has become 5x. This is old, this is new. Okay, and y has become, y decreases by 8 by 11, so y has become 11y has become 3y. Okay, so that is 5kx upon 3y ka whole square, that is 9y square. Okay, so we need to find the percentage change in P. So previously P was 9, like since these are some variables, we will ignore it. So P was 9 by 121 and now it has become 5 by 9. We need to find the percentage change. Okay. So what we can do is we can just put like 9 by, you can divide by 100, like you can find in percentage terms. So this is roughly 7.5, roughly 7.5. 12 into 9 by 12 is 3 by 4, so roughly 7.5, and this is 500 by 9 is 55.55, so 55.5 you can say. It increases by 48 and initial value was 45, into 100 kar denge, so that will be 40 into 3. Okay, and 16 into 4, 640%. So roughly 640% would be the answer. Now this is a skip question in the examination, right? So if such kind of question comes, that is a directly skippable question in the examination. So there are certain questions that need to be directly skipped in the exam. Okay, so Snap had some questions which are calculation intense. ठीक है, एक आध क्वेश्चन आएगा डेफिनेटली जिसमें बहुत ज्यादा कैलकुलेशन लग रही होगी. Okay, so initially itself we figured out that it is coming in terms of fractions, so definitely a must skip question and avoid these questions. See, this key to scoring high in Snap is avoid unnecessarily lengthy question. ठीक है, because each question carries equal marks. तो आप easy question करोगे या difficult करोगे. Like for example, there were like who attempted Snap 1, they must have noticed एक question था series का, like you had to find which term was, like AP में term निकालना था, what is that term, 91st term आ रहा था आंसर, and one was finding the uh, finding the sum of that series. So obviously you find the term, right? There was one question on time and work which was straightforward. Another question of some other topic was way too lengthy. Okay, so it is about picking those right set of questions. सो ये चीज ध्यान रखनी है, कुछ क्वेश्चन लेंदी आएंगे, डू नॉट कंप्लेन कि क्वांट लेंदी आ रहा है, अवॉइड दोस क्वेश्चंस. There will be some questions which will be doable ones. So pick those. For example, this is a doable question. Okay, this is a doable question. Six friends were supposed to sit around a circular table. What is the probability that two particular friends do not sit together? Acha, you know what is the number of ways of arrangement in circular table? If there are n people in line, if there are n people, the number of arrangements is n factorial. And in a circle, there are n minus 1 factorial. Okay, ये पहले आपको पता होना चाहिए कि n minus 1 factorial is the number of arrangements in a circular table. So how many total arrangements are there? Okay, you know this good. So what are the total ways? Total ways there are six friends. So total ways is 5 factorial, which is 120. Okay. Now we will find what we need to find. We need to find the favorable outcomes. Favorable outcomes कितने होंगे? So two particular friends do not sit together. So first of all, we will find sit together. Whenever you have to find do not sit together. So first find we will make them sit together. Okay, then calculate the favorable outcomes. So let us say these two people A and B are sitting together. Okay. Now we have how many elements to arrange? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 elements. So 5 element means 4 factorial ways of arranging, right? And 4 factorial ways, a and b can be arranged in two ways or two factorial ways within themselves. Okay, so these are the unfavorable ones, right? We have to find do not sit together. This is the favorable one. So favorable outcomes are 120 minus 4 factorial is 24 into 2 48. So favorable outcomes are 72. So total outcomes 120 and favorable are 72 out of them. So the probability is 3 by 5. Okay, so the required probability is 3 by 5. Okay, let's see the next question. The chords AB, BC and CD subtend an angle of 65 degree, 72 degree and 75 degree at the center of a circle. Find the obtuse angle formed at the intersection of AC and BD. So in this session, we have covered some geometry questions also. Because geometry was asked. I mean, geometry is always asked in Snap. And like at times people ignore geometry because like if you're preparing NMAT and Snap, because NMAT does not ask geometry, people do not prepare it. So in Snap, there will be questions from geometry. So you can't comment on the level of the examination. I mean, it can vary. Usually it happens every year, like the level changes. Last year in slot 2 quant was very easy. So there are three points AB, BC and CD, right? So let us say these are 3 points ABC, 4 points A, B, C, D. Okay, so it says AB makes angle of 65 degree at center. So this is the center. So AB makes 65 degree at the center, right? BC makes 72 degrees at the center. Okay, and CD makes how much? 75 degrees at the center. That is what is given to us, isn't it? Now we are given that the obtuse angle formed at the intersection of AC and BD. So we need to intersect AC and BD. So this thing I hope you have got, that's angle at the center, right? So we will join AC and BD and try to find out the angle there. Okay, so AC and BD, these are intersecting. We need to find this larger angle. Okay, now let us say the center was here, and let's use a different color for this. Okay, so this angle was given as 65, this angle as 72, and this angle as 75. Okay, now if two chords are making an angle, let us say this angle is 65 at the center O. So anywhere else here they will make what angle? Half of it. There is a theorem which says that if two chords make some angle at the center, right, and another angle here, so this angle is half of the angle at the center, or angle at the center is double here, isn't it? So if this is 65, this angle is going to be 32.5 degrees. Okay, because this is 65, so half of it as 32.5. Similarly, if this is 75, this angle is going to be 37.5. ठीक है, इन दोनों को ऐड करके कितना हो गया? 70. We need to find this angle, so the remaining angle will be 110 degrees. Okay, so property of circles, like property of chords in circles. Okay, so please go through all the properties, right? And anything could be asked. So we saw that there were some questions on geometry also. Okay, pure milk costs rupees 80 per liter. A milkman mixes some mineral water, which costs 30 per liter to make the milk to the milk, and sells the mixture at rupees 60 per liter, thus making a profit of 25%. In what ratio does he mix the milk with water? Okay, so now he is not uh, I mean, he's cheating the people, but he's at least putting quality water into it, right? So otherwise, like, people put tap water. See, if in a question nothing is given, you will take the value of the price of water as zero. Okay, price of water is zero, but if they specifically give you that a person is mixing some mineral water or something, then you will have to take that price. So you need to find the ratio in which he is mixing it. So what is the price? He is selling at 60 per liter and making a profit of 25%. Profit of 25% means he's 5 point, like, see, profit of 25%. 25% is one fourth. One fourth increase means 5 by 4 times of cost price. That is equal to 60 rupees, or cost price will be 48. Okay, cost price 48. Now this is milk, this is water, which is 30, and the cost price is 48. So what do we get? We got 18 and 32, which is 9 ratio 16. Okay, so mix with this is 9 ratio 16. All right, so that was an easy question because this is some chapter which all of us prepare. Okay, so this way, if you prepared all chapters, then I mean, the exam becomes easy to clear. Because certain things like arithmetic based chapters, I guess everyone prepares for all exams. चाहे nmat हो, cat हो, snap हो, arithmetic से कुछ भी पूछ लो, mostly people are able to do those. What is the ratio of in radius and circumradius of a triangle whose sides are 16 centimeter, 63 centimeter, and 65 centimeter? Any special property about this triangle? Now again, people who have studied triangles would be knowing this property. ये ट्रायंगल कैसा होगा? 16, 63 एंड 65. ओके, 63 का स्क्वायर करते हैं. 63 स्क्वायर इज सी, इट इज 50 प्लस 13. ठीक है, सो 25 प्लस 13 प्लस 13 स्क्वायर 169 and 38, so 3969. This is 256 and this becomes 4225, which is 65 square. Okay, so this is a right angle triangle. Now remember, in right angle triangle, okay, if we have a right angle triangle like this, I hope you understand what is in radius and out radius, the circumradius. So this radius is called in radius and this radius is called circumradius. Okay, so the radius of the outer circle is called circumradius. Okay, so remember this property in right angle triangle. R is equal to A plus B minus C by 2, where C is the hypotenuse. Okay. And circumradius is C by 2, or you can say C is the hypotenuse, right? So in radius will be 16 plus 63 minus 65 by 2. So it is 79 minus 65. 14 by 2, 7. And R will be 65 by 2, which is 32.5. So the ratio is 7 ratio 32.5. If you multiply by 2, you get 14 ratio 65. So direct property based question. Okay, so only in this we can find R radius, the in radius and circumradius directly. Okay, so that will be the answer. In others, you have to find it. Of course, they will give right angle triangle, but because in other normal triangles, you'll have to find the area and do it. Okay, so that will typically be a right angle triangle. Okay, this formula is applicable only for right triangle. Okay, so just bring up different varieties of questions so that like if कोई ऐसा concept आ गया, you would know that okay, this is uh, like possible. The simple interest on a certain sum for 3 years is 32,400 and the compound interest on the same sum for 2 years is 23,400. Find the rate of interest per annum. So in this video we are going to brush up the concepts. ठीक है, assuming कि आपको टॉपिक्स पहले से पता होंगे और कुछ कुछ ऐसे से होते कि टॉपिक याद नहीं आ रहे, वो सब ब्रश अप हो जाएंगे, so that like if questions are asked from different topics, you know that knowledge is important because they will ask questions from different topics and like a concept say होता है, so you know that which question can be attempted, which cannot be attempted. So the concept here is simple interest is constant every year. ठीक है, ये चीजें दिमाग में होनी चाहिए. सिंपल इंटरेस्ट इज कांस्टेंट एवरी ईयर, राइट. सो 32,400 divided by 3, this is equal to 10,800. Okay. Second thing to consider is in first year, simple interest is equal to compound interest. Okay. So year 1, SI is 10,800. Right? Compound interest is also 10,800. Third thing to consider here is, right, that compound interest increases by like rate of interest r%. So every year it increases by r%. Okay, from the previous year. So first year the compound interest is this. In second year, what is compound interest? 234 23,400 minus 10,800. So second year it is 12,600. Simple interest se kuch nahi karna because every year it is going to be same only. Okay, so this is same only, same only. So what is the increase? The increase is 10,800 say 12600. So 1800 increase, and the original was 10800. So 18 by 108, that is 1 by 6. 1/6 increase means 16.66%. Okay, so that is the thing that needs to keep in mind, that compound interest increases by that the rate of interest every year. When the numbers 13451 and 19649 are divided by a 4-digit prime number x, it leaves the same remainder. Find the value of x. So how are we going to do this? Okay, so let us say they are divided by x. So what is a number? Number is given by like divisor into quotient. So let us say a times of x plus remainder, right? And second number will be b times of x. It is saying that same remainder both times. Okay, so r1 and r2 are same, right? So we can write that this is r. So just write those numbers. ठीक है, बड़ा नंबर पहला लिख लो, that is 19649 is equal to ax plus r. Then 13451 is equal to bx plus r. Okay, so when we subtract it, we will get 6248, right? 6248 आएगा 48, sorry, 449 minus 91 98, 6198 we will get. Okay, 6198, that is equal to a minus b into x, right? And r will be cancelled out. Now see this thing, that a minus b into x is 6198, right? X is a 4-digit number. Okay, now see this thing, that can we find any factors for 6198? 2 is a factor. Then if you see, it is 7, 7, 16, 24. Okay, it is divisible by 17 into 7, 24. Right, so it is divisible by 3 also. So total it is divisible by 6, isn't it? So try dividing it by 6. 6198 by 6 is equal to 10. That is 60. 19, that is 60, then 19 is 3, 18 is 3, 1033. So it is, so we can say that x is a 4-digit number. We are given that there is a 4-digit number. Now you need not check whether it is prime or not. ठीक है, आपको जरूरत नहीं है चेक करने की, बिकॉज दे रखा है कि एक प्राइम नंबर है, सो यू हैव टू टेक दैट इट विल बी अ प्राइम नंबर. ओके, तभी दिया होगा, लाइक इट्स गिवन दैट this is a prime number, so you need to not find that like whether it is prime or not. So just see that we can divide it by 6. Okay, and that will be our answer, 6 into 1033. I hope you are enjoying this session, so please don't forget to like this video. And we had a similar session on LR as well, wherein we had a marathon session. So this will brush up all your concepts. So in case you are preparing for different MBA entrance examinations, you can check out our mock test package, which includes mocks for different examinations. All upcoming examinations you can find over here, right? Like SNAP, ZAT, even NMAT mocks we had. So you can check it out. Okay, so here's the next question. It is based on logarithm. It says that like how many values of x satisfy this equation? So logarithm based questions also. One question was asked in previous slot also. So logarithm based questions are asked. I'm seeing this like in every examination they ask a question on log. So we need to find how many solutions does it have. How many values of x will satisfy this equation. So let's see this equation. Let's solve this equation, right? So it is 4 and 8, so it will basically be 2 times, right? Now whenever we have log a b c, so this is a to the power c is equal to b. That is what we have. So this is 2 raised to the power 2. So this portion will be 4. So we can say that log 3 x square minus 12x minus 4 is equal to 4. Okay, now this is base, this is power, so this part will be 3 raised to the power 4, that is equal to 81. So x square minus 12x minus 4 is equal to 81, right? Or x square minus 12x minus 85 will be equal to 0. So we have x minus 17, x plus 5 equals to 0. Okay, so x is equal to 17 or minus 5. Now minus 5 is not permissible because or yeah, x is not present everywhere, right? So x can assume minus 5 also. x बाहर थोड़ी है कहीं. So x can take 17 as well as minus 5. Okay, so we will take two values. If x was mentioned somewhere here, then we would say like base में नहीं आ सकता है minus negative number, right? But it is permissible because x is not taken anywhere outside. So it is fine. So we will have two solutions. Okay. The area of the isosceles triangle ABC is 25 root 15 square units. The ratio of lengths of equal sides and unequal sides is 2 ratio 1. What is the perimeter of triangle ABC? Outside as in like it was not in base. If it was like log x was in base, then you would not consider negative values. So we are given an isosceles triangle, right? Its area is 25 root 15 and the ratio of lengths of equal sides and unequal sides is 2 ratio 1. So we need to find the perimeter of the triangle. So let's see this problem. Okay, so these sides are in the ratio 2 to 1, right? Now what will happen is, see, and in an isosceles triangle, if you drop a perpendicular, this bisects the side. ठीक है, ये प्रॉपर्टी पता होनी चाहिए isosceles triangle की. If you draw a perpendicular, it bisects the side. So it will become 0.5 and 0.5. Right. Now what we can do is we can take it twice. So let us say this is x, this is x. So these sides will be 4x and 4x. Okay. So these two sides are 4x, 4x. The shorter side is x. Right. Now when we drop a perpendicular is bisects it. So what will be this thing? 4 4 square minus 1 square, that is root 15, root 15x. The perpendicular distance is root 15x. What is the area of triangle? Half into 2x into root 15x. Right? That is equal to 25 root 15. Okay, 15, 15 cancels out. X square is 25 or we will get x equal to 5. Okay, x is 5. So we have to find the perimeter. Okay, what is the perimeter of this triangle? 10x, 4x, 4x and 2x. The total side length is 2x. So 10x will be equal to 50 units. Okay, so 50 is the right answer. Okay, question on pipes. So there are three taps PQR. They can fill a tank in 25, 30, 50 minutes. They are opened simultaneously and after 6 minutes P was closed and then after 8 minutes tab Q was closed. At that moment, a leak developed which can empty the full tank in 60 minutes. What is the total time for the tank to be completely full? 25, 30, 50 and 60. Okay, these are the these are the time taken. LCM कितना आ जाएगा? 150 is not 300. So let us say the capacity is 300. Okay, so fill rate of PQR and the leak P will be 12, 10, 6 and leak will be 5, isn't it? So these are the efficiencies. So it says first all are open, right? After 6 minutes P is closed, then after 8 minutes Q is closed, and after that at that moment the leak will start. So we need to find total time taken to completely fill the tank. Okay, so let's see this phase. So there are different phases. Like for 6 minutes, everyone is working. 6 minutes, PQR are working. Okay, and this time we have P was closed. So Q and R are working for the next 8 minutes, right? And then R and the leak is working for the next n minutes, right? Total is 300. So first PQR, that is 22 and 28. So 168 units filled. Then Q and R are working. That is 16. 16 into 8 is 128. So 296 is already done. We need to fill 4 more. So R and L, the rate is 1. Okay, because R is filling at 6 and leak is empty 5. So rate is 1. So for how many hours it should work? 4 more hours. Okay, 4 hours it will work. That will fill 4 units. So total time is 6 plus 8 plus 4. That is 18 minutes. Okay. So after it is given that then after 8 minutes. So after 8 minutes, post that. Okay, not from the beginning. After that, P is closed for 8 minutes. Q after that 8 minutes, Q is closed. If six fair coins are tossed together, what is the probability of getting at most four heads? So start with verbal, finish in 5 6 minutes, because in Snap there is nothing like strong or weak in verbal, right? You know or you do not know. देखिए it's not like other exams where you have to read RCs and do something, right? तो उसमें एक बहुत से बहुत क्या होगा, एक पैरा जंगल का क्वेश्चन होगा जो आपको थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा. Otherwise all questions are like you know or you do not know. Idioms and phrases, you cannot like randomly start thinking of idioms or phrases, or like error spotting, maybe you might have to give a bit of chance, but others are straightforward questions. So within 5 6 minutes try to wrap English, so that you no longer return to that section and then continue playing with the other two sections. So this is a typical probability question. आपने NMAT वगैरह के लिए प्रिपरेशन की, if you are yet to write NMAT, remember that these kind of questions will be very frequent in NMAT. Modern math, full of modern math, at least 5 6 questions. Okay, six fair coins are cast together. We have to find the probability of getting at most four heads. Okay, so we have 0 to 6 heads, right? So remove the bad cases. So six heads आने के कितने chances हैं? Six heads can come in only one way. Okay, सारे heads heads आ जाएंगे, right? And in how many ways can we get five heads? That is in five ways, or you can say one of them is not head. Okay, 6C5, or you can take 6C1 also. So basically 6 ways of getting 5 heads, right? So see, there are total 64 outcomes. 6 heads आने के तरीके 1 है, 5 heads के 6 हैं. So 5 और 6 heads आने के तरीके हैं 7, right? So that means at most 4 heads, maximum 4 heads we can attempt it. 64 minus 7, that is 57 ways in which we can get at most 57, we can get at most 4 heads. At most means maximum, right? So basically 1 2 3 4, so at most 4 heads means 1 2 3 or 4 heads. So we will not count individually, we will remove the higher values which are easy to calculate. So at most 4 heads, 57 ways. So probability is simple, 57 by 64. Okay, so you are expected to know these basic probability questions, and especially if you are writing NMAT, there you will have a lot of questions of permutation, combination, and probability. The average of 85 numbers is A. If 5 numbers are removed, the average of the remaining numbers is 45.575. Find the value of A. Of course, you will pick low hanging fruits. See, in Snap, English is like like it's binary, you know or you do not know. It is nothing like you will spend time so magically you will learn some idiom within 1 hour, right? You will magically learn a vocab question. No, not that kind. So English you finish in 5 6 minutes or maximum up to 8 minutes, then do away with it. Do not come back to English. In other sections definitely you pick the low hanging fruits. If you are doing like some lengthy questions in quant, that means that you have very poor strategy in attempting the test. Okay, so pick the easy questions across the two sections and then decide that in which section you can maximize the score. Now the two sections are subjective. Like for example, many people will say that quant, like of course quant, sometimes it turns out to be difficult, but for someone who is conceptually strong in quant, would find quant more doable, because quant में certainty रहती है. It's the concept plus like calculation thing also. Like if your calculations are good, definitely you would go with quant. This is like a typical calculation involving question. It says that 5 numbers are removed and average of 85 numbers is this. Yes, CR is always a bit subjective. Yes, I will take the examination tomorrow. So I write several exams, like not only MBA exams, I write some other exams also. Okay, so let's see this question. Like this is some calculation involved. 85 numbers, the average is A. 5 numbers are removed, right? So average of remaining. How many numbers are remaining? 80. So multiply this by 80. Okay. So multiply this by 8. 75 into 8 is 600. So 6 carries. Then it is 40, 46, 4 carries. 47 into 4 is 94, 188, 376, 380. Right, so you will get this 3806. Okay, and with 80 you will get 3 zeros. So are you getting this 3806? Okay, 3806, right? And now we need to, this is the total of these. There are 5 numbers that need to be added, right? So it is now how to add numbers fast, right? So ignore the zero part, ignore this part, right? 8 8 16 16 34 and 42. So 4 16 34 44 444. So this is 444. So grand total is 4250 and these numbers are 85. So your average will turn out to be 50. Okay, this will be 50. So 85 numbers, the average is A. So average that is 50. Okay. So it was a basic calculation question. Okay, देखो था easy. Concept wise it was very easy. It was just that the calculation. So it depends on how quick you are with calculations. Okay. All right. The HCF of two numbers is 17 and their product is 6120. How many such pairs of numbers are possible? So HCF is 17 and the product is 6120. Okay, so we need to find how many pairs, such pairs are possible. So we will have to find the co-primes in this case. So HCF is 17. So let us say the numbers are 17A and 17B, right? And the product of the numbers is 6120. So 17A into 17B is equal to the product. Yeah, I think the question should have been LCM. Okay, LCM होगा product नहीं होगा LCM. Sorry, LCM is 6120 because ये तो 17 289 से divide ही नहीं हो रहा. Okay, so instead of this, it is LCM is 6120. Now do this. So we know that HCF into LCM is product. Okay, HCF into LCM is product. So the numbers are HCF is 17, LCM is 6120, product is 17A into 17B, right? So 17 gets directly cancelled. Divide by 17, we will get 73, 51, 10, 102, so 360. So AB is equal to 360. Now we need to find the co-primes such that the product is 360. अब ऐसे कैसे करते हैं, like 360 is written as 1 into 360. Okay. Find the factors of 360. 2 is a factor, 3 is a factor, then 4 is a factor, 5 is a factor, 6, 8, 9, 10 will be a factor, 11 is not, 12, 13, 14, 15 is a factor. Okay, 16 is not a factor because 8 is 45. So 16 is not there. Then 18 is the next factor. After 18 we have 20. So 18 into 20 makes 360. Okay, so divide 360 by 2, it is 180, 120, 90, 72, 60, 45, 40, 36, 30 and 24. Okay, now these are the values of A and B in any particular order. It does not matter, order is not important. Now we need to see they should not have any common factor. Like for example, we will not take 2 and 180. Why? Because if you take 2 and 180 as A and B, so what will be the numbers be? The numbers will be 34 and like 180 into 17. Okay, so this we will get. Now what will happen is their HCF will no longer be 70. Now HCF of these is 34. So that is not possible. So whenever you have this kind of a question wherein two numbers are given, their HCF is given and their LCM is given, or product would be given, right? So in this case, LCM is given. So sometimes the product of the numbers may also be given. So we find that product like A into B, and then what we do is we find co-prime pairs. So 3 and 120, 3 is common, 2 is common in this. So this is one pair, another pair will be 572, 6 and 60 we will not take. This is co-prime, this is also co-prime, इसमें 2 कॉमन आ जाएगा, इसमें भी कॉमन, इसमें 3 कॉमन, इसमें 2 कॉमन. So we have 1 2 3 and 4. Are you getting 4 pairs? You get 4 pairs. 4 pairs are gonna, so answer is none of these. Okay, so in examination, remember that like those who appeared on first examination, no key, none of these answer आता है कुछ questions में. Okay, the answer is 4 pairs. A man on the top of a vertical tower observes a car moving at a uniform speed coming directly towards it. If it takes 12 minutes for the angle of depression to change from 30 to 60 degree, how soon after this will the car reach the foot of the tower? Okay, so heights and distances, what not asked this time, but you can expect it because this is one of the topics Snap had been asking questions. Uh, Even last year there were questions on heights and distances. Right, last to last year also there were questions. So heights and distances is one of the topics which you can expect questions from. So heights and distance was asked in shift 2. Okay. So it says that like there is a vertical tower and the person is watching a car, and it takes 12 minutes for the angle of depression to change from 30 to 60 degree. Okay. So initially the angle was 30 degree and now it has changed to 60 degrees. Right. So we need to find that after how much time will the car reach this tower. So this is the tower the person is standing here. Okay, so heights and distances. We will solve a few questions on heights and distances, and you can watch my previous video also on heights and distances. I have a video on this. You will find it Snap Success 2022. Right there, we discuss different varieties of questions. So the triangle, the sides are in the ratio of 1 ratio root 3 ratio 2. Right. So this side, if it is 1, right, so this will be root 3 in this triangle. So let us say this side is, let's say this length is L. So this will be root 3L, okay, in this triangle. Now if we consider the bigger triangle, this angle is 30 degree, right, and this is 60 degree. So 30 60 is root 3 times, this is the root 3L, it is into root 3 times. So this length will be 3L. Okay, so this complete length is 3L. This complete length is 3L. That means this length is 2L from this point till this point. Okay. So this length is half. The remaining distance is half. right? And we need to assume that the car is like it is car moving at uniform speed already given. ठीक है, कभी नहीं भी given होगा तो assume करके चलना है कि the car is moving at uniform speed unless stated. Okay, so this it is covering this distance in 12 minutes, so it will cover the remaining distance in 6 minutes. Okay, so that is the answer. 6 minutes will be the answer. Pragati buys 12 items for rupees 5 and sells 18 items for rupees 7. Find her profit or loss percentage. The person is buying 12 items for 5, selling 18 for 7. Need to find profit or loss percentage. No, I did not write on admit card. I wrote on the rough sheet. So that's called speed. Okay. What like a team of people in some particular organization do? Like people, like if they send people to write test, they will send a team of 4 or 5 people. ठीक है, और एक से बोलेंगे आप इंग्लिश के क्वेश्चन लिख के लाना, एक से कहेंगे सारे क्वांट के क्वेश्चन लिख के लाना, एक रीजनिंग के लिख के लाना. That's how people do, right? I mean, like if someone had to discuss, let us say, a snap paper or not, right? I could do it all by myself. 12 items and 18 items. To take LCM, suppose he has 36 items, right? So 12 items for 5 rupees. So into 3, that means cost price is 15 rupees, right? 18 items for 7, so into 2, selling price is 14 rupees, right? Loss is 1 rupee on 15 rupees, 6.67%. Okay, all right. The problem is a problem is given to 3 students whose chances of solving it are 2 by 3, 3 by 4, and 4 by 5 respectively. What is the probability that question is solved by exactly 2 students? So I do not, did not solve all the 60 questions, right? I skip some of the questions also, right? I know which questions to attempt, which questions to skip. Like, for example, I did not solve that question of finding the sum of the series. Similarly, there were some other questions also which I did not attempt. So in quant, while you are solving the question, so you remember ना, like ऐसे थोड़ी कि पूरा पूरा question लिख के लाता हूँ, word by word नहीं. Solve करते हैं. So we have the chance of solving 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, right? अब NMAT पे ऐसे भर भर के question आते हैं, like If you cover modern math well, then you will find NMAT quants बन जाती है. What is the probability that the question is solved by exactly two students, right? So let us say these people are A, B, and C. Okay. So probability कैसे निकालेंगे? A and B solve it, and C does not solve it. And second case will be A and C solve it, but B does not solve it. And third case will be A does not solve the question, but B and C solve the question. So A and B solving 2 by 3, 3 by 4. C not solving is 1 by 5. Plus A solving is 2 by 3. B not solving is 1 by 4. C solving is 4 by 5. A not solving is 1 by 3. This is 3 by 4 and 4 by 5. Right? Now, instead of finding individual fractions, right? Now, see this thing, all have same denominator. So, take the denominator same, that is 60, and take the numerators. This is 6 plus, this is 8, and this is 12. So, this is 26, 26 by 60, which is 13 by 30. So, that required probability is 13 by 30. Okay, so that is the answer. The sum of four numbers that are in arithmetic progression is 60. The difference between the product of the two numbers in the middle and that of the two numbers in the extreme ends is 32. Find the largest of the four numbers. Round-wise approach, yes, you should use round-wise approach. That has to be there because there will be some questions which will take some time to attempt. It is not about like per section. Like if you feel that okay, you have attempted a significant number of questions, then you can go for guesses. Let us say if you have solved 50 questions and you have uh, a confidence that let us say 85 to 90% of them will be correct, so then you can probably go for some like all in attempt all the questions. Sum of four numbers in arithmetic progression is 60. Difference between the product of the two numbers in the middle and the two numbers in the extreme ends is 32. We need to find the largest of these four numbers. Okay, so we've got 99 likes. Let's see who is the 100th, who gives the 100th like. और फिर comment करके बता देना you made it to 100. So four numbers are in arithmetic progression and we are given that the difference between the product of two numbers in the middle and two numbers in the extreme ends is 32. So if you take the numbers as uh, a, a plus d, a plus 2d and a plus 3d. Okay. So which numbers will have the higher product? Okay, so Ayush Singh made 100. Okay, so ये तो बाइनरी लॉजिक का क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा कि ओनली वन ऑफ देम इज टेलिंग द ट्रुथ फाइंड हु इज टेलिंग द ट्रुथ so these are the acha like one logic which number will be higher. Okay, so some numerical logic to understand it. In case you happen to prepare for CAT next year, right? So, especially DILR में भी ऐसे logical चीजें पता होनी चाहिए कि their product will be higher. ठीक है, जो सेंट्रल जितने क्लोज नंबर होते हैं उनका प्रोडक्ट उतना ज्यादा होता है. ओके, सो दिस विल हैव द हायर प्रोडक्ट. सो बेसिकली इट इज a plus d into a plus 2d, right? Minus sum of four numbers is 60. So we know that uh, like four numbers, 4a plus 6d is equal to 60. Or we can do it in a better way. वैसे बेस्ट तरीका तो इसमें ये होगा कि ऑप्शंस पुट करके हो सकता है. Sum of four numbers is 60. Like one best way would be the options way. Okay, sum of two numbers in the middle and the two numbers in the extreme ends is 32. So one equation, let's put by equation. So 4a plus 6d is equal to 60. And if we take the product, a plus 3, maybe some of these terms will cancel out and we will be able to solve it. So a square plus, this is 2ad plus ad plus 3ad plus 2d square minus a square minus 3ad. Okay, so yeah, things got cancelled out. So 3ad gets cancelled. So d is equal to 4. Okay, d is equal to 4. So this is 24. So a will be equal to 9. And so the numbers are 9, 13, 17, and 21. 221 or we are at 189. Yes, that is also verified. Yes, you would have taken that way also. Like you could have taken a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d. That would also do. Like if you take that, like when you have four terms, that is a better thing to do. Like you could take a minus 3d, a minus d. But वो ज़्यादा significant होता है जहाँ पे sum होता है. Like here you would get, अच्छा, so you would get a is equal to 15 in that case. You would get a is equal to 15 in this scenario. So if you solve it this way, you would get a is equal to 15. Okay, so you would have got 15 minus 3d, 15 minus d, and solved for d. Okay, all right. So let's see the next one. One of the roots of this equation is 6 and the roots of the second equation are equal. Find the value of b. Easy question. Snap my algebra, it is usually easy. No, so check the product part also, no? Is the product part satisfying? The difference of the product is 32. That won't be satisfying. So thanks, Vignesh. Thanks for appreciating our work. So this is a very simple question, right? Roots is 6. So we know that product of the roots is c upon a, right? And sum of the roots is minus b upon a. Right? This thing I hope you know. Now one of the roots is 6. So other root will be 4. So the roots are 4 and 6. Right? So the sum will be, the roots are 4 and 6. Sum of the roots will be 10. Right? If the sum is 10, a is equal to minus 10. A यहाँ पे ये वाला a नहीं है. A means the coefficient of x square. Okay, so sum is 10. Now it is x square minus 10x plus b, right? The roots are equal. So the roots will be 5 and 5 because sum, basically in both cases the sum is same. Okay, because this is sum is same, so the roots are 5 and 5, so the product of the roots will be 25, so B is 25. So the basic of your quadratic equation. Okay. All right. If you are looking for snap mock tests, you can check out our snap mocks. Okay, and like so, if you are targeting snap 3 also, you have sufficient time to take mocks. In the last few days, just try to attempt as many tests as possible, because snap is a speed based game, and practicing uh, several problems, like it's not like cat कि आपको बहुत time लगता है analyze करने में, फटाफट फटाफट you can simply finish like 4 to 5 tests in a day easily. If let's say if you're not a working professional, even if you're a working professional, you can take uh, like 2 tests at least a day. So that I would recommend. Like if you want to improve scores, try to take as many tests as possible. That would boost your preparation strategy, boost your concepts also. Yes, of course, it goes without doubt that we will have sessions for that also. Okay, so when that approaches, we will have sessions. We already have course running for that. So if you wish to enroll in our course, you can study over there. So a circle with center O is given. OD is perpendicular to AC. So this is perpendicular. That means it will cut into two parts. AB is equal to 25. AC is equal to 24. Okay, so you need to find the length of DE. This is a tough one. Minimum number of correct attempts, see, it depends on the paper. Like I guess like if it again what the level turns out to be tomorrow. If it is easy, maybe you might require 43, 44, probably. Like first slot wise, I would say around 41 to 42 would be the cutoffs. Yes, it will require that property, intersecting chord property. So we will see that what all things are given to us. AB is equal to 25, right? AB is 25, that is the diameter. So radius is 12.5, okay? And AC is equal to 24, so this part is 12, right? Now we need to find length of DE. We need to find this length, right? So one thing that we need to think of is, do we need to find this part? OD is perpendicular. So yeah, we can find this part. So see, 12, 12.5, ठीक है, एक पाइथागोरन ट्रिपल होता है 7, 24, 25 का. You know this Pythagorean triple. Now see again, like if you are well prepared, okay, with these techniques, you can solve such questions much faster than most of the people. ठीक है, अगर आपको पाइथागोरन ट्रिपल पता है 7, 24, 25, ओके, सो दिस इज 7, 24, 25 का रेशियो होता है. सो दिस इज 12, 12.5, सो दिस इज OE will be 3.5, राइट? बाय डायग्राम वाइज इट लुक्स ऑड, मतलब डायग्राम में आपको ये दिख रहा है कि OE is long and this is short, but actually I mean don't go by diagrams uh, in the examination, right? So it may be like while creating the diagram, the person who was asked to create, did not create it in a proper manner, right? He was just shown an image and he created that way. Okay, so 3.5 is OE, so DE will be 9. Okay, so the property of chords will be used here that if you have a perpendicular, it will cut the chord into two equal halves. So this part is 12, AE is 12, and using Pythagoras theorem, you can find it. Right? If you do not know this, 7, 24, 25 Pythagorean triple, perfectly fine. Find 12.5 square and find 12 square, okay, which is easy to find. 156.25 and this is 144. So it is 12.25. This is 3.5 ka whole square. Okay, so you will get 3.5. Okay, all right. If n is a number having 11 factors, find the number of factors of n cube. How many of you have exam in the afternoon slot, 2 to 3 p.m.? How you find DE? DE हो जाएगा ना, ये radius हो गया ना. OD will be radius. R is 12.5. ये radius हो गया ना. OA भी radius है, OD भी radius है. So this will be 9. So tomorrow we'll have a tough task. Hope tomorrow's day does not get rained out. I'll have to wake up at 5:45 to watch the GABA test. So yesterday late night I was watching South Africa versus Pakistan, and then I woke up early in the morning just to see the rain. Okay, so let's see this question. Right, n is a number having 11 factors. So 11 factors means it has to be of the format a raised to the power 10, where a is a prime number. So n will be a raised to the power 10, n cube will be a raised to the power 30. Right, a raised to the power 30, so it will have 31 factors. So tomorrow we will have early start, right? Okay, so we will meet at Noida Sector 62 tomorrow. No, no, there are multiple centers in Noida. I mean, there is one in Knowledge Park also. But Sector 62 is the most common center. I guess in the entire Delhi NCR, I mean, that is the best center that I have seen in Delhi NCR in terms of like center space and all the amenities over there. If you do not, let's say you forgot to click your photograph, they have people outside who can click your photograph. And if you're visiting for the first time, they will fool you. They will say that bags are not allowed inside, and those outside vendors will keep your bags. They will charge you 5 rupees just for taking your photograph. So I must have written at least 30-40 exams in that center itself, if not more. At least that many times I must have visited. Okay, so let's come back to solving this question. So in a triangle ABC, a line is drawn from C onto AB meeting at P such that it divides AB in the ratio 3:4 respectively. A line is drawn from P into BC meeting at Q such that it is parallel to line AC. A line is drawn from Q which meets PB at point D and is parallel to PC. Find the ratio AP ratio DB. Okay, so draw any triangle ABC. Okay, so it says that a line is drawn from C onto AB meeting at P. AB in the ratio 3:4. AB in the ratio 3:4. So let us say P तक का 3 ले लेते हैं and 4. Then what happens is a line is drawn from P onto BC. So P onto BC meeting at Q parallel to AC. Okay, so it is parallel to AC, and then line is drawn from Q which meets PB at D. PB at D and is parallel to PC. Is parallel to PC. Okay, so this is parallel to this is parallel to PC. So we need to find the ratio AP ratio DB. So we need to find this ratio, this. So how will we find this ratio is, see, the thing is, like, we will break it into, like, this is a question based on similar triangles. We will break it into two parts, right? First of all, we will look when this line and this line are parallel. Okay, so first let us consider these two triangles wherein they are parallel. Okay, so we will take the points A, P, and this is C, this is Q, and this is B. Right. So first we will take this case. This is a tough question. I mean, like visualizing the problem is tough. So this is 3:4. Now these lines are parallel. So that means B, Q, and QC will be 4:3. Okay. So BQ and QC will be 4:3. BQ ratio QC is 4:3. Now we will take this smaller triangle and here we have Q and this point D. By smaller triangle means this is P, this is D and this is C. Now this side PC is parallel to QD, right? Now these sides are in the ratio 4:3. So DB and DP, so BD ratio DP will also be 4:3. Okay, so these are similar triangle. Now one similar triangle happens with this, like we have segregated two triangles. In this we have QP is parallel to, so हमने पहले वाले केस में ये वाली पार्ट ये वाला रिमूव कर दिया, इसमें डबल लाइन है, and in the second case we have removed the outer triangle, we have considered the inner triangle. Okay, so what are we getting? That BD ratio DP is 4:3. Now consider this complete line. Okay, so this is A, P, and B, and in between we have D, right? So this ratio is 4 ratio 3 and it is also a multiple of 4. Okay. PB is a multiple of 4 also. PB is a multiple of 7 also. So let us take 28. Okay. So let us say PB is equal to 28. For simplicity, if we take PB is equal to 28, AP will be how much? AP ratio PB is 3 ratio 4. Okay. So AP will be 21. So AP will be 21. This whole is 28. Right. Now PD ratio DB is 3 ratio 4. So 28 into 7 parts is 4 per part. So this will be 12 and this will be 16. Okay. So we need to tell AP ratio DB. AP is 21 and DB is 16. So 21 ratio 16. So question on similar triangles. Okay. And requires a bit of effort to solve. I mean, it depends. Like if you are able to visualize the problem faster, you can do it fast. Okay. All right. A two-digit number formed by natural numbers is 54 more than the number obtained by interchanging its digits. Find the sum of all such two-digit numbers. SIMS defense, I think, should be in the 70s. Like normally, cut off 80 तक जाते defense quota maybe uh, less than that. Not sure. I mean, you can check with the existing students. I mean, the try to connect with people over LinkedIn, and they might be able to guide you better. Sequence-based question, yes. Why not give it a try? Okay, why should we skip them straight away? What if the things are easy? So give a try. You have 60 minutes. 60 minutes are, I mean, good enough. 60 minutes में तो हो जाने चाहिए. Like I happen to solve most of the questions, right also. Okay, so 60 minutes में देखो, there are some questions which are straight away by reading itself you can say and like you take a call कि ये तो करना नहीं है. So you need to be very particular about some of the questions. There will be at least 4 or 5 questions in the examination. By look itself, you will ignore it. Okay. Maybe some critical reasoning questions which are very lengthy, or some complicated blood relation or something like that. So there is a two-digit number and 54 more than the number obtained by interchanging its digits, right? So like I'm assuming that you are no longer beginners. Okay, so you should be able to find that a minus b is equal to 6, where a and b are digits. Okay, a and b are digits, so the difference will be 6, right? So we need to find the two digit number found 54 more than the number obtained by interchanging the digits. So that means interchanging the digits is a smaller number. Okay, so first digit would be greater. Okay, so we will get the number as 71, first number 71, second number 82 and 93. So addition will give 246. Okay, so three numbers we will get, like 71, 82 and 93. Okay, so that thing I guess you should be uh, aware of, that reverse of digits 54 more than. तो जिसको ये समझ में नहीं आता, let the numbers be 10a plus b. ठीक है, and reverse number will be 10b plus a. Like subtract कर दोगे 9a minus 9b आ जाएगा, sum the difference, right? That is 9 times of a minus b is 54, right? So a minus b is 6. Now those who have practiced these kind of questions, I mean not the latter part, but difference 54 दिया है, so you should automatically be able to think, like if you are able, if you are in this range that you think कि 54 कैसे बनेगा, that means you are already above at least 90-95% of the people. 60 भी ऐड होगा, 60 नहीं करना पड़ेगा. टू डिजिट नंबर फॉर्म बाय नेचुरल नंबर्स इज 60 ऐड करेंगे. यस 60 हो सकता है. हाँ 60 हो तो सकता है वैसे. Technically 60 would be also possible, right? Uh, but uh, option is C. Sometimes you will have to take a call. Yes, 60 is also possible. Condition not given reverse is necessarily two digit. Yes, so we will take 60 also in that case. Right? Because it is not given that the reverse is also a two digit number. Okay. If that was given the reverse is also two digit, then in that case you would not consider. So the answer would be 306 in this case. Okay, now see this thing. See, it is not given the reverse is a two digit number. If it was given, then of course 60 will not be taken. Now keep this thing in mind. This might happen in snap and some other exams also. You need to use your best judgment. Like for example here also. Okay, so like 306 आंसर है but option में नहीं है. So in that case choose the best possible answer. Okay, क्योंकि होता क्या है कि वो मिस्टेक एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे. Especially in examination like snap where there is no transparency, no response sheet is shown and all, so that is where they do not accept these challenges. There is no challenging and all, right? So you need to use the best judgment. Okay, all right. In how many ways can 20 mangoes be distributed among four children such that each of them gets an odd number of mangoes? If none is there, go with none. Okay, that's common sense. Okay, in how many ways 20 mangoes can be distributed among four children such that each of them gets an odd number of mangoes? Okay, so this is a question based on number of solutions of equation. Okay, so let us say the first person gets 2a plus 1 mangoes, right? Where a, b, c, d are whole numbers. So this total is 20. Okay, 20 again. So you will get 2 times of a plus b plus c plus d. 4 4 16, or a plus b plus c plus d equals to 8, where a, b, c, d are greater than equal to 0. Okay, now it is solving these kind of equations. This is called non-negative solutions. ठीक है, non-negative solutions कैसे निकालते हैं? It's very simple. Just count the number of plus signs in between. 3 plus signs. So 8 में 3 add कर दो 11. Okay. 9, 10, 11. 11 C and 8, or you want to write 3, you can write 3. 11 C 3. Okay, so 11, 10, 9 by 6. So that is 15. 15 into 11, 165. Okay, let's see the next question. A bus starts from station P at 8 a.m. and reaches station Q at 2 p.m. Another bus starts from station Q at 9:30 a.m. and reaches station P at 5 p.m. At what time do the two buses meet? Now, in this case, you might wonder that the distance between the places is not given to us. Okay, थोड़ा सा stand like difficult question. Okay, this is 8 a.m. and reaches at 2 p.m. Okay, so what is the duration? 6 hours. And the second train starts at 9:30 and reaches what time? It reaches at 5 p.m. So what is the difference? 7.5 hours. Okay, the distance, the time taken is 7.5 hours. Okay. Now what we do in such questions is take distance as product or LCM, whichever you want to call it. Like you can take product also. You can take LCM. I mean, you can take LCM also. I mean, basically, we need to find the ratio. Okay. So you can take let's say 30. Let's say the distance is 30. Okay, you can take 15 also. It will give you 2.5 and 4. Let's take 30 as a conservative number. So what will be the speed of this train? Its speed will be 5. And of second train the speed will be 4. Okay, so did you get this part? Like the time taken by this train is 6 hours, so we will take the distance as 30 so that we get, you can take 45 also, like 15. Basically LCM का कोई भी multiple है, LCM is least common multiple, right? You can take 15 also, 30 also, 45, 60, whatever you want to take. We are taking 30 for the reason being that the speeds we are getting in integer values. That is the only reason. Okay, you can take 15 also, you will get 2.5 and 2. It does not matter. It's a ratio based question. Okay, so now the next thing to do is this train is starting at 8 and this train is starting at 9:30. Right? At 9:30, how much distance will this train cover? This train is moving at the speed of 5, right? So in 1.5 hour, it will cover a distance of 7.5, right? Now the train is no more here. The train is at this point, and the distance between these two trains are 22.5. Yes, the distance, remaining distance is 22.5. And what is the relative speed? This train is going with the speed of 5. This train is going with the speed of 4. Okay, so that is the relative speed. Relative speed is 9. The distance is 22.5 and the speed is 9. So it will take 2.5 hour to meet. 2.5 hour from when? 2.5 hour from 9:30, because now both trains are in motion. So add 2.5 to it, you will get the answer as 12 p.m. So the trains will meet each other at 12 p.m. Okay, now it depends, like person to person. Some people might not have studied in-depth concepts, so in case you encounter such questions where you realize ki in-depth concept पूछ रहा है, so you're free to avoid such questions. Okay, attempt only the questions which in which your concepts are clear. Okay, all right. A tree broke and fell to a ground with its upper part still partially attached to the trunk. At what height from the ground did it break? Given that the original height of the tree was 24 meter and now it makes an angle of 30 degree with the ground. So just notice that we are at 148. So let's see that who is the truth teller now by completing 150. And we will also be starting our GDPI program soon, once probably CAT results are out. Okay, I hope Some of you have yet to check those Google forms, right? Some of you have already filled. Some people were asking about that when will we start the program. Okay, so yet to respond to that. So a tree broke and fell to the ground with its upper part still partially attached to the trunk. So what happens is there was a tree like this, okay, and then it broke, right? At what height from the ground did it break? Given that the original height of the tree was 24 meter, so originally it was 24 meter tall, and now it makes an angle of 30 degree with the ground. So now it has fallen like this. It is making an angle of 30 degree with the ground. Okay, so question on heights and distances. So 30, 60, 90 angle is forming, right? So 30, this is the ratio. Now if this is x, then opposite 90, the side will be 2x. So this was the tree. Now this part, which was supposedly upright, has now fallen like this. So total was 3x. So this 2x has now become 2x here. So that was the original tree. So total 3x is 24. So it is asking that at what height from the ground. So it did it break. So x is equal to 8 feet. इतना कॉस साइन लगाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है सिंपल रेशियो लगाओ 30 60 90 के कितने इतने फालतू की ट्रिग्नोमेट्री क्यों पढ़नी so heights and distances like you actually do not know you do not need to apply all these sine cos and all these things right I mean these things were not told to us in school we were just told ki tan theta nikalo cos theta nikalo and all okay fit so चलो इसे fit कर देते हैं ये हो सकता है टाइपो एरर हो गया okay so that is a typo error sometimes it happens I hope you are enjoying this session so please don't forget to like this video and let's move on to the next question 45 45 90 is 1 1 root 2 so there's a video on heights and distances on our channel you can watch that that covers different varieties of questions okay this is an easy question it says on selling an article at 1360 the gain is 30% more than the loss incurred on selling it at 900 in order to gain 25% the selling price would be what so Sahil if you are bored from this session you can uh, go and take a nap or probably sleep right you might be having the examination tomorrow or if you're interested in watching BGT right that is more important than snap then uh, you can take a break and sleep okay so let's see this thing so in one case he's selling at 900 another case he's selling at 1360 right so there is a point which is the cost price is not known so the gain is 30% more than the loss incurred so if say if he sells at 900 there will be a loss this will be a profit right so let us say the loss is of 10x right the profit will be of 13x so 23x is equal to 460 right or x is equal to 20 so cost price will become 1100 10x 11 200, so add to it 1100. So 1100 ka 125, your answer will come as 1375. Okay, basic question on profit on loss. A three-digit number is divisible by 15. On reversing its digits, we get another three-digit number. What can be the maximum difference between these two numbers? Three-digit number is divisible by 15. And on reversing, we get another three-digit number. Okay, so don't take the last digit as 0. So we need to find the maximum difference between these two numbers. So three-digit number divisible by 50, and on reversing, we get another three-digit number. So let's think this, right? Divisible by 15 means last digit will be 0 or 5. But if you put the last digit at 0, let us say A, B, 0, the reverse will be a two-digit number only. So last digit cannot be 0, it has to be 5. So the number is A, B and 5, right? On reversing the digit, we get the a three-digit number, right? Now, if we get a reversing number, a three-digit number, so what it means that we need to find the maximum difference. So difference between the numbers is what? Let's say when you have a three-digit number, let us say the number is of this format 10q plus r. The reverse is 100r plus 10q plus p. So the difference is 99r minus p. Okay. So again, this is a brush up for those who do not know that what is the difference thing, right? So R minus P, that is equal to basically the product of 99 and 99 times the difference between the digits, right? Now, what is the maximum difference we can have? अगर हम a को क्या रख सकते हैं? We cannot put a equal to 0. If you put a equal to 4, a 1, the difference is 4, right? And if you go on the higher end, the difference is 4. So max difference r minus p, the max value is 4. Maximum difference 4 का हो सकता है. Okay, maximum difference is of 4. So 99 into 4, that will be 396. So let's take some number 1. You can take 100 and see. We need to think of the divisibility also, right? So we can take 105. Okay, and you want to take the higher end, you can take 95. This is 14, and you can take 7, 975. Okay, if you take the reverse, this is 501. So this will be 396. And if you take the reverse, 579. Because see, central digit is insignificant. You will get 396. So maximum we can have is 396. So when you have a three-digit number, it is about first and the last digit. The middle digit is irrelevant. Okay, middle digit has no significance when you take the difference. But yes, we have to take divisible by 15. So we took this number. So maximum difference between A and 5 can be 4. See, last digit is 4. That the last digit is 5, we know. Now we can take the range from, like, the maximum difference will happen. We need to find the maximum difference, right? So maximum difference we can have a 4. So we can take this digit as 1 or we can take 9. So we saw the case on both sides. And like we saw that 396 is the maximum difference. Okay. All right. So there's a question on partnership. It says that R, Q, and P start a business together with an initial investment of 20,000, 30,000, and 25,000 respectively. After 8 months, R and Q take out 10,000 each from the investment. The total profit at the end of the year is 16,400. Find P's share of profit. So PQR, yeah, 20, 30, and 25. Okay, now R and Q take out 10,000 each. So for 8 months, they have 20, 30, 25, and for 4 months, they have 20, 20, and 15. Right? Now, if you have to simplify the ratios, see, ultimately we have to multiply and get the ratios, right? So simplify the ratios, take these ratios as divide all by 5, okay? Or you can divide by like 10 also directly. But for simplicity, let us say 4, 6, 5, that is the ratio. And this will be 4, 4, and 3. And time ratio is 2 ratio 1. Okay. So we will just multiply the ratios and add. So PQR for the first duration it is 8, 12, and 10. And second duration it is 4, 4, and 3. Okay. So just adding we get 12, ratio 16, ratio 13. So we have 28 plus 13. It is 41 parts. 41 parts is 16400. So one part is 400. We need to find P's share. P's share is 12. 12 into 400, that is 4800. Acha, sorry, my bad. Like I did it wrong. उल्टा लिखा है RQP. Sorry, we made a mistake here. So that is 20, 30, 25. Okay, so R and Q take out 10,000 each. So R will be left with 10,000, 20,000, and P will be left with 25,000. Okay, so this will be the investment left, and the time period is 8 and 4. Okay, time is, this is for 8 months, this is for 4 months. Now we will take simple ratios. Okay, so R, Q, and P. 4, 6, and 5. This is twice is the time period. This is once, 2, 4, and 5. So the ratios will be basically 8, 12, and 10. And the second part will be 2 plus 4 plus 5. So 10, 16, 15. Okay, so total is 41 parts is again 16400. So one part is equal to 400. So we need to find P's share. So this is P. So 15 into 400, 6,000 will be the answer. Okay, so yeah, so corrected it, right? There was a mistake and I corrected it. Okay, yeah, so none of these is I mean not answer in all questions, but yes, some of the questions will definitely have none of these as the answer. And sometimes it can save you also. Like, for example, I made a mistake in this question and luckily I got none of these as the answer also. तो कभी कभी होता है luck, it can work on your favor and luck can go the other way around as well. But luck can be the deciding factor between those top positions. ठीक है तो prior to that it's about your efforts, your potential and the efforts that you put. Luck factor वो जो last का जो डिसाइडिंग फैक्टर होता है कि किसी के 50 नंबर आ गए तो किसी के 52 या 53 आ गए, दैट विल बी द लक फैक्टर. बट एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट तक तो आपको अपने एफर्ट्स और उन सबसे स्कोर करना पड़ता है. सो लेट्स से इन एनी एग्जाम इफ यू आर गेटिंग 99.5, दैट इज purely based on your potential, your uh, like how well you have covered the concepts and how do you perform well during the pressure, etc. The final factor is the luck factor. So थोड़ा सा minor difference आता है. So pipe A and B can fill tank in 10 hours, 12 hours respectively. Third pipe C can empty in 30 hours. B at 8 a.m. A is opened at 12 noon and C is opened at 2 p.m. When will the tank be full? Okay, so let's assign the capacities 6, 5, and this is minus 2. 8 say 12, 12 say 2, and remaining we need to find. Okay, so 4 hours and 2 hours. In this case, B is working, right? And A and B are working, and ABC all are working. Right. So the efficiency in the first scenario is B is working at the rate of 5. A and B will work at the rate of 11. So they have filled 20 units. They have filled 22 units. And ABC when they work, their efficiency is uh, 11 minus 2, 9 units. Okay. So they need to fill, total capacity is 60. So they need to fill 18 units, right? 18 units means they will need 2 hours to operate. So 2 to 2, that is 4 p.m. It will be completely full. Okay, so let's see the next question. If the length of the chord of a circle is 56 centimeter and the distance between the chord and the center of the circle is 21 centimeter, find the circumference of the circle. So chord theorem based question. So we have a circle and in which the length of chord is 56 and the distance is 21. So this distance is 21. Right? It is 56, so it will be cut into two equal parts. So it's a 3, 4, 5 right angle triangle. So this thing, I mean, the Pythagorean triples are quite handy, not only in triangles but also in circles also. Okay. So radius will be 35 Okay, and like again, one thing I would like to tell, right? So radius, circumference, and area if you have. So if it is radius is 7x, circumference is 44x, and area is 154x square. ठीक है, तो ये चीज आप याद रख लेना, because always most of the times they give you uh, like radius is a multiple of 7, ठीक है, which people do not realize. ठीक है, मतलब हर बार कैलकुलेट कर रहे होते हैं. ठीक है, रेडियस इज ऑलवेज अ मल्टीपल, आई मीन नॉट ऑलवेज, बट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स इट इज गिवन एज अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 7. ठीक है, हमें ये चीज स्कूल में पढ़ाई नहीं जाती है. इफ यू आर टॉट द राइट वे, लाइक I mean, you wouldn't be going back to these things and studying that, and especially aptitude. And most of the people still teach you the way like direct formula based. मतलब सीधे करते हैं कि हाँ ऐसे करना है. ठीक है, अगर स्कूल में ये चीज सिखा दी जाती है कि पाइथागोरन ट्रिपल्स होते हैं, हमें हर बार स्क्वायर निकाल के बताया जाता है. ओके, अगर हमें ये चीज स्कूल में बता दी जाती कि रेडियस एंड सर्कमफेरेंस एंड एरिया हैव अ रिलेशन, वी वुड नॉट बी कैलकुलेटिंग ऑलवेज. कभी मतलब हमने ऑब्जर्व हमें करना सिखाया नहीं जाता कि दीज आर ऑलवेज मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 7. If we were taught कि last digit का use and all such things, like if you learn those things later on, then you become an expert at aptitude. You are not learning mathematics, you are learning aptitude. Okay, so it is always a multiple of 7. So 7 into 5, circumference will be 44 into 5, which is 220 centimeter. Okay, so keep this thing in mind. Like going forward, if you ever get a question on circles related to area or circumference, you can directly think like this. Pragya had enough pocket money to purchase either 28 cookies or 50 candies. Pragya decided to spend only 75% of her pocket money and purchase 25 candies and some cookies. Find the number of cookies that she purchased. See, nothing can be said enough. Why are you so uh, basically lazy in studying? Why do you want that this is enough or not? Then you complain कि मेरे marks नहीं आते. So when you like that is a mental barrier you create. ठीक है, मेरे को क्या इतना करने से enough हो जाएगा. I mean, try to practice as many questions as possible. Why do we struggle in exams? Is because we are fixated. Never be fixated. Be flexible. लोग टारगेट करके आते हैं स्नैप में कितने मार्क्स आने पे कट ऑफ क्लियर होगी 40 45. आप एक माइंड सेट लेके चलते हो कि 40 लाने 45 लाने हैं. ठीक है, अगर आप सोचोगे मैं 60 के 60 अटेम्प्ट करके आऊंगा, ओके, देन यू आर एबल टू अचीव दैट. सो नेवर फिक्सेड समथिंग कि मुझे इतना करना चाहिए, इतना इनफ होगा कि नहीं होगा. आई मीन नथिंग इज इवन इनफ. Okay, let's see this. The person can purchase 28 cookies or 50 candies. She used only 75% of the money. Suppose she had 100 rupees, right? For 100, she can purchase 50 candies and 28 cookies. Okay. Now, what we will do is like candy, we can say 2 rupees. Do not calculate this, right? Because it will come in decimal, right? Now, 50 candies she can purchase, and one candy costs rupees 2, right? Now, see this thing. She is using 75 rupees and she is purchasing 25 candies. So, how much is she spending on candies? Candies, she spent 50 rupees because a candy 2 rupees ke. So, what is the money left? Money left is 25 rupees. ठीक है, 7 like sorry 28 कुकीज आती है 100 रुपीज. 25 रुपीज की कितनी कुकीज आएंगी? 7 आ जाएंगी. हाउ आर यू गेटिंग 12.5? 7 will be the answer. See, it says either 28 cookies or 50 candies. अगर आपको फ्रैक्शन में लिखना है, you can write 100 by 28 or 25 by 7. Okay, if you want to write the price, you can write 25 by 7. Okay, 25 divided by 25 by 7, you will get the answer as 7. So I guess हो गया काफी टाइम हो गया questions करते हुए. You might also be tired. Okay, so maybe you did not get the question correctly. Many of you might not have got the question correctly. It is 28 cookies or 50 candies. It is not the total. It's just that one of the items. So that means candies of 2 rupees, right? Is say you can buy 50 candies or 28 cookies. So we are avoiding this part. So let us say candy is 2 rupees. Now she has only 75 rupees. She has purchased 25 candies out of it. So on candies she has spent 50 rupees. Okay. So on candy she spent 50 rupees. That means money left is 25. She has to buy cookies from those 25 rupees. Now from 100 she can buy 28 cookies. It is given that for 100 rupees, she can buy 28 cookies. So for 25 rupees, she can buy 7 cookies. Okay. All right. So let's see the next question. A poster is on the top of a building. Rajesh is standing on the ground at a distance of 90 meters from the building. The angles of elevation of the top of the poster and bottom of the poster are 45-degree and 30-degree respectively. What is the height of the poster? So 50 rupees she has spent on the candies also, no? In the first case, candies was like it was given or like you can buy 50 या तो आप खाली cookies खरीद सकते हो या candies खरीद सकते हो. Yeah, the second question, like second part it is given she has spent 50 rupees on candies. Now she is left with just 25 rupees. Improve handling stress. So there are some muscle relaxation techniques. There is a video called progressive muscle relaxation. Muscle relaxation इसका एक वीडियो है देख लेना. It's a guided meditation. Okay, so it tells you that like close your fist and release your fist, some kind of activities are there. Okay. अच्छा, so by mistake two options are same. ठीक है, so we will consider one as plus one minus. हो सकता है टाइप करते समय like so let's treat one as plus and one as minus. So there's a poster and 90 meters the person is standing at a distance of 90 and the angles are 30-degree and 45 degrees. So this is the poster on the wall and the person is 90 meters away. Right, so when you have 45, 45, 90, so the ratios are 1 ratio root 2. Okay. So if this is 90, so this height will also be 90. So this total height is 90. Okay. So when you have 30, 60, 90 triangle, we have 1 ratio root 3 ratio 2. So now this is 30 degrees angle. This was 45. So 30, 60, 90. This is opposite to 60. It is opposite to 60 is 90. Right. So root 3 parts are 90. This will be 90 upon root 3. So this height is 90 upon root 3 or we can say 30 root 3. So this is root 3 times of like 60 के opposite is root 3 times of what is opposite to 30 degree. Okay. So we get 30 root 3. So the height of the poster is 90 minus 30 root 3 meters. So that will be our answer. Option A. I mean, like there was a mistake, typo. Both options, 1 and 2, had the same option. Okay. All right. So this was today's marathon. So the ones who are asking that when will this session end, right? So now you must be happy that now the class is finally over. You can sleep peacefully a day before the examination. Okay. So anyway, the examination is in the afternoon. You can sleep till late, and like the ones who are cricket fans will get up early to watch uh, day two of the GABA test. Okay, so all the best for Snap 2024. Just stay calm and don't go with any mindset. And again, it could be that it could be very likely that there will be variation in the examination. Okay, variation not much. See, English typically remains the same. Quant they might make easy. Okay, so quant they might make slightly easy as compared to previous slot. Last year also this happened that first slot had difficult quant, second had easy one. Okay, all right. So and tomorrow we will be doing the exam analysis like we did the last time. So at 3 p.m. you can watch our Instagram live. So which I'll be coming live on Instagram and giving the analysis. So if you are like attempting at the 4:30 p.m. slot, you will get some feedback. I mean, there won't be many changes, but yes, you will get a feedback. I mean, that's just see what happens in the examination hall. The slots are entirely different. But yes, it gives you some level of satisfaction that how is the paper coming? How did you, like the ones who appear on the examination, it gives you the satisfaction. How did you perform? Okay, so for that, we will have the analysis at 3 p.m. At 6 p.m., we will do the question discussion. Just pray that I am able to sneak out the rough sheet again, right? And mostly, I am able to. Okay, I'm very smart at doing all such things, right? So we'll be able to bring those all the 60 questions tomorrow as well. So we will discuss the questions and probably we will have some session lined up like we had that English replica. Probably we may have that. Let's see that on the availability of the teacher. Okay, and yeah, so all the best for the examination and. In case you are looking for mock tests, you can check out our mocks. So that's all for this session. I hope you enjoyed this session. So please don't forget to like this video. And tomorrow, the ones who missed out some of the parts can watch this session tomorrow morning also, just as a revision, because we discussed a variety of questions, including geometry, algebra, everything we covered. Okay, so we touched all the topics so that it gives you a taste कि snap में किस तरह के questions आ सकते हैं. Just keep this thing in mind that there will be some sitters also, there will be some lengthy questions also. It's all about picking the right set of questions. If you find that some question is lengthy, straight reject. If you find some question is a low hanging fruit, pick that question and attempt it. Okay, so that's all. Thanks for attending the class. Good.